Welcome to the Youth1 Spotlight. I'm your host, Youth1's Ryan Oliver, and today I am joined by a rising quarterback from the 2027 class, Krish Dev. Krish, how are you?
Good.
Good, Krish. Well, Krish, I'm excited to have you on. You're a quarterback that's working hard and make a name for yourself from the 2027 class. I want you to start with this. Tell me how long you've been playing the quarterback position and what you enjoy most about playing that position.
I've been playing quarterback for 2 years now, and I like having authority, and I just like throwing the rock.
Yeah, Krish, I was looking at some of your film before this interview, and I felt like you had good arm strength and accuracy. Tell me a little bit about kind of the work that you're putting into, you've only been playing for 2 years. Tell me a little bit about the work that you're putting in behind the scenes so you can go out there on the field and make plays.
So 2 years ago, I started training with Tyler Ferguson, and from there on, I've just been training like 4 times a week.
Wow.
And yeah.
What does that training look like? Obviously, you're talking about you're working with a trainer, but what does that training look like? Are you guys just doing like drills, kind of working on mechanics and things like that? What does that look like?
So it's like different days. Like, so one day it could be like conditioning, like footwork, and the other day it could be like just mechanics and throwing. And like the other, like there could be like receivers, and I just throw to receivers and routes. And
okay, that seems like really well-rounded. You're kind of getting a mix of things to help you round out your game. Tell me a little bit about how you're feeling about your game right now with the work that you've put in over the past couple of years. Tell me where you feel like your game is at in terms of your progress.
I feel like I've gotten a lot better since I started training, and I feel like I'm gonna like have a breakout year this next year.
Yeah, tell me a little bit, Krish, about where you're from and who you're playing for this upcoming season.
So I'm from Bakersfield, California, and I'm playing for the Tulare Tar Heels.
Awesome. Bakersfield is a nice area. I went to school out in California for college, so I'm familiar with Bakersfield. That's a nice area to live in. So that's really awesome. I want you to tell me in your own words what you view your strengths on the field as right now.
Reading the defense and my accuracy, I feel like is really good, and my arm strength.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt like when I watched your film, your arm strength and your accuracy were things that kind of stood out to me, kind of right off the bat. So I think that's I would agree with that description. Krish, if I've never seen you play before and I come to a game where you're playing quarterback, what can I expect to see from you?
For me to lead by example to all my other teammates.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your leadership. Do you feel like you're a vocal leader or a lead by example type of leader, or maybe a mix of both?
A mix of both, but I feel like my strength is really lead by example.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that as a young quarterback, a lot of you guys are kind of finding your voices because you guys are all young. So I think it's really good that, leading by example is kind of a good starting ground. And as you get more comfortable, especially more comfortable as you grow and play the quarterback position, that vocal part will come out. So, keep working at it. And I think you have a great foundation. Are there any areas of your game you look at, Krish, and you say, okay, if I could get better at this area, I could take my game to another level? Have you identified the area you really want to work on?
I feel like what I need to work on is like running the ball more. I feel like I'm trying to get better. Like I want 5 rushing touchdowns this year.
When you say running with the ball, are you looking more like in the terms of like the play breaks down, I want to make something out of nothing type of runs, or more like design runs?
Like breakdown and like I need to escape.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing to work on, because it's like the ability to make something out of nothing, is a great skill to have for any quarterback, whether you're like a more mobile quarterback or a traditional quarterback. Just having that ability to kind of like get away when something isn't going right, I think is really great. Krish, what are some goals you have for yourself, both short-term and long-term, in terms of football?
My short term is to become a better person, but my long term is to become a D1 quarterback and possibly go to the NFL.
Yeah, and I heard that you come from a pretty strong sports family. Is that correct?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about the kind of the background in sports in your family? That's really cool that, you have that in your background.
So my dad was a D1 middle linebacker for Texas Tech, and my mom played volleyball at Marshall.
Yeah.
And my sister is varsity for volleyball on Liberty High School.
Nice, nice. It's kind of like sports runs in your blood. That's awesome. I think that you got a great, obviously, with your dad and your mom, and now your sister, and you got a great, kind of a great support system in the sports realm too. I think that that's really awesome. I feel like that's a great, kind of like a great support system, so you can work towards your goals, right? Like, so you have that foundation. I think that that's really awesome. Is there anything that you like to do outside of football in terms of hobbies or things like that that you can share with me?
I like to play basketball, like on my own time, like when I'm not playing football.
Yeah. Do you play like for a team? Do you have like or you just play like with your friends?
I play on an AAU team.
Oh, nice. Okay. What position do you play?
Shooting guard.
Okay. You got a nice jumper?
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. I'm a big basketball fan. Do you follow the NBA at all?
Yeah, I do.
You have a favorite team?
The Hawks.
Okay, cool. Cool. That's awesome. Do you have a favorite NFL team as well?
Steelers.
Okay, cool. All right. Steelers, Hawks. Can't be mad at either of those. Um, Krish, I ask everyone that interviews with me for the first time this question: what is in your headphones before a big game to get you going to go out there and throw touchdowns?
I listen to pregame music, like rap kind of.
Yeah. Do you have a artist that you like? Okay, I put on this artist and I get hyped. Do you have that, or a song or anything that you particularly like to listen to? What was that?
Pop Smoke.
Oh, okay, nice. Your voice went up. Pop Smoke. That's a good choice. All right, I can't be mad at Pop Smoke. R.I.P. That's really cool. Well, Krish, I think that you are a very talented young quarterback, and the sky's the limit for you as you kind of keep working on your craft and you keep developing. Is there anything else that people should know about you, or that you would like to share about you, that people may not know?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right. Well, this is 2027 quarterback Krish Dev. Chris, thanks for joining me on the spotlight.